One of the roles of the business owner or the CEO is to plan, to strategize, to orchestrate. I sometimes drive 18 minutes extra to get a coffee from there because it's so much better than everywhere else. I could get one around here, but I drive there to get one. What's your secret? And then he spent 30 minutes explaining to me every step he went through to try the different blends, improve the taste profile. He changes the temperature based on the weather. There's so many things. So there's so much work going on to deliver a beautiful product without us even knowing. And there's a particular name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which sort of corresponds to this kind of activity.
Al-Mudabbir is the one who does the hard work for you. He works behind the scenes actually for your own benefit. If everybody got what they wanted right now, then no one would pass their exams. Nobody would get a promotion. You are destined to be grand in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
But this is the real law of attraction. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh Mohammed. One of the roles of the business owner or the CEO is to plan, to strategize, to orchestrate. And there's a particular name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which sort of corresponds to this kind of activity, which is Al-Mudabbir.
Yes.
What does Al-Mudabbir mean?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Al-Mudabbir comes from the root dabara, and that means the end of something or the back of something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. Now that's translated as, do they not reflect over the Quran? But what does the word actually mean? That duburu shay, it's the back of something, meaning what lies beneath the verse.
What's really behind?
Yeah, what's the meaning behind these words? And where does it take me? Because it implies the end of something. So Al-Mudabbir is the one who plans and orchestrates based on the outcome of his will, Jalla Jalaluhu, what he wants the end result to be. And Al-Mudabbir as well, because it implies to be, implies the back of something. It's almost like the back end operation. That Allah plans, but He's not planning in front of you. He's planning in the ghaib, in the unseen.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, right? And the thing is that we always want to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, isn't it? But that's very inconsistent with, for example, you don't want to know the doctor's plan all the way through, do you? You actually sometimes say to the doctor, actually, I don't want to know. You might be a bit squeamish. You might
do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. Yeah. You don't go and you ask the chef, give me your plan, where you're sourcing from, how you're getting your ingredients delivered, how are you cooking them? Tell me the makeup of your start. No one does any of that, okay? But when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's quite unfortunate that we want to see the whole plan out in front of us. If we did, we wouldn't be able to comprehend it. Because even that food coming to your table in a restaurant, you can't make sense of the whole operation that goes in. Whoa, all of that to just bring me, even chicken and chips. Where are those potatoes from? Where is that chicken from? Where's the box that's holding it from? The sauce, where is that sourced from, right? So with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you won't be able to comprehend His plan. So He works behind the scenes actually for your own benefit. For your own benefit. To deliver to you now the result which has the best outcome for you. Because you're not looking to the future, you're looking to the now. If everybody got what they wanted right now, then no one would pass their exams. Nobody would get a promotion. No, why? Because I have a little bit of pain now, I want that pain to subside, right? But maybe those were growing pains. You were destined to be grand in stature, grand in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, grand in your knowledge, grand in your piety. Because growth has naturally with it some pain. If you say, no, I don't want that pain, then you're never gonna get the desired outcome. So Al-Mudabbir really is the one who manages for you, not against you. He's the one who orchestrates the best plan for your best outcome.
And in business, our plans don't always go according to plan.
Yeah.
And, we say that we plan, but then Allah also plans. But understanding this name now brings a whole different level of appreciation that there's orchestration happening behind the scenes for our best interest.
Yes.
And we don't even realize that.
Yeah. And for your best outcome. So, how does a business owner reflect that? How does somebody, you're selling a service or a product, you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is not just orchestrating and planning now behind the scenes, it's for the best end as well, right? Because also duburu shay is now the end of a matter, okay? So how does it most benefit your consumer? How does it most benefit your customer, your client, the outcome at the end? So some people will sell you a perfume, but maybe that perfume has a negative impact on your health. Harmful chemicals. Beautiful scent. In the moment, I'm enjoying it, but maybe in the future, it's carcinogenic or something, right? So how many people who are dishonest and in business, they don't care about the outcome. They don't care about that. They care about the profit for themselves. And this is what really, distinguishes successful businesses from a temporary kind of like boom businesses, right? Who just emerge out of nowhere and then they disappear into obscurity. These successful businesses, when they sell you something, service or product, they want you to come back. Whereas these pop-up businesses, these boom businesses that then bust afterwards, they want your money. And there's a big difference between those two. How can I want you to come back? If I want you to come back, I have to plan for you the best outcome, the best end, where when you have finished, let's say your cup of coffee, you say, oh, that was a nice cup of coffee, I want to go back there, right? This is a reflection of Al-Mudabbir, right? Or these pop-ups, beautiful marketing, influencers, hype, and then you drink, you go, oh,
it wasn't all that.
it wasn't all that. I'm not going there again. I'm not going there again. They make the quick buck, but then they never survive. They never continue. Whereas the other one, modest packaging, okay, but people continue to come back. So even without them knowing, this is a reflection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His quality of Al-Mudabbir.
This reminds me of, there's a new coffee shop that just opened up near where I live. And obviously I tried the coffee and I was blown away. Very low-key, unassuming, not many seats, very minimal decor. And the coffee was really good.
Yeah.
And the second time I went, again, the coffee was good. And then I asked the guy, what's your secret? And then he spent 30 minutes explaining to me every step he went through to try the different blends, improve the taste profile. He changes the temperature based on the weather. There's so many things. So there's so much work going on to deliver a beautiful product without us even knowing. So what you just mentioned, I saw that in action from a non-Muslim guy who is just passionate about coffee, and him, without knowing, is reflecting a beautiful divine quality. And you see the results of that. I think you only opened 3 months ago, non-stop. I sometimes drive 18 minutes extra to get a coffee from there because it's so much better than everywhere else. I could get one around here, but I drive there to get one. It's crazy, subhanAllah.
Al-Mudabbir is the one who does the hard work for you.
SubhanAllah. Oh, I like that. We do the hard work for you. Wow.
For you to enjoy it at the end. for you to enjoy the outcome. And what happens when you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala literally does the hard work for you. It's not hard for him, Jalla Jalaluhu, because he says be and it will be.
It would be hard for us to do all of that.
It will be hard. It will be impossible for us to do that. Okay. And then when you enjoy that outcome, which you didn't expect and you were hasty, and you wanted to receive it so quickly, after you have tasted you've tasted, let's say, like you tasted the coffee, now when you have enjoyed the outcome from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's planning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's organization of it, then you will go the extra mile to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like you go the extra miles to pick up a cup of coffee. Imagine now when somebody has tasted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's closeness by realizing, Allah had the best for me planned all along, better than I could ever have imagined. Now I go the extra mile for them. So you can also do that. You've just given a live example. So as a business owner, do the hard work and do it subtly, because if you hadn't asked, he wouldn't have told you any of that.
He wouldn't have told. No, he would have never mentioned. He wouldn't.
Yeah. But it's enough for you to go and enjoy it and then keep going back to him. Then it's another level of appreciation when you see the hard work that went in. So you do the hard work for the people in order for them to enjoy the outcome. You know, but what's the point? That's why people cut corners, because they can't see, because they're not reflecting Al-Mudabbir. They can't see the end point.
But
the end point, not just for the consumer, the end point for you as well. The end point for you, when I say end point, I mean, relatively speaking, of course, that people will continue to come back to you. That's why it's a grind in the beginning, isn't it?
Yes.
But then
a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
SubhanAllah. That is so amazing. And, this is what I was hoping to get out of this conversation is, wow, a name that, to be honest, I've never really thought of before. Barely hear it on a day-to-day, Mudabbir. But it's so relevant to business. Like do the hard work for your customer. Delight your customer without them even knowing all of the hard work you've been doing. Not only that is great for business in the long run, but you are now drawing closer and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because that is a quality that He Himself loves, He Himself has. And also appreciating all of the work that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing for us in the background. And we don't even, without us even being aware of it.
And the thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you Himself, Jalla Jalaluhu, and gives you the dunya as well.
You get both.
You get both. Because what does the dunya not do? When I say dunya, I mean now everything. Plants and animals. Do the plants and the animals do anything in half measure?
No, they have to do everything properly.
They do everything properly, don't they? So now the dunya that does everything properly, it sees you doing things properly as well, reflecting the quality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now it does what it does properly, and it does it for you.
And that is the famous law of attraction, but this is the real law of attraction.
No, this is the divine and prophetic law of attraction. Not just that you think of something, that you align yourself with the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then the dunya and the creation is aligned with you.
So understanding this beautiful name now gives us a better appreciation of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does for us in the background for our best possible outcome, even though we may not see it at the time. So alhamdulillah, I'm so glad we uncovered that, because it increases our appreciation for our Lord. And we've also seen how to practically implement this. And you probably will find these kind of notions in marketing books and business strategy books in terms of go above and beyond. And there's even sort of notions of do it in secret, do it with sincerity, because the minute you talk about it, the appreciation for it may not be the same. So there's all this, and subhanAllah, all of that is captured in one name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And those are the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you spent an eternity in one name, you would never reach the end of its meaning.
Subhanallah.